So cow's exit, so what happens from here? So what are the options for the cow?
When the cow does turn around to come down, we have a walk over to each sprayer. It's the first port of call for the cow. So that's the first thing. It's very important to get the cow's teats disinfected straight after the milking. The reason why we do have on the DAC spraying as well, but I like the walk over teat sprayer as well. The fact that it keeps chemicals and iodine off the DAC or hexadines. And then also the other nice thing is that if the cow has to come around the second time, she hasn't done spraying, whenever it comes back round to the operator again. Next point of call then in the race is the first sort gate. So this is our general veterinarian.
And drafted based on the ID again here.
This ID, so cow can say, cow will get drafted here. When the gate opens, the gate won't close again until both sensors are made, and then we have a little non-return gate just to get rid of the cow, basically, that she's not backing up into this sort area as such.
Okay.
So again, all compressed air. So with this system again, because it's all compressed air, you can use it whenever the vacuum pumps aren't going. You can use it in the middle of the day if you need to sort cows out for going to the mart, or you can sort them out all through the sort gate straight away.
Okay. And second drafter.
Second drafting pen is used purely for AI. So again, everything's done through apps and on the phone. But the way this one's particularly special is that this is linked directly for the wireless heat detection. So Tom has a system that is can do a half a mile, quarter of a mile in any direction. So if the cows are out of grass, if it detects that they're in heat, it will automatically shed them into this pen. Again, that's the same if the cow's not eating or low rumination, it will shed her into this pen. So really what we use this pen for is that we use it for that function is if the heat detection system or the health detection system is telling there's a problem with the cow, we want to see them in this pen.
Okay. So when the cow moves on, there's the option of the foot bath.
Yeah, again, you can manually set the gate up for foot bath. So just close the gate off, very simple system, and then the cows can walk straight through here. The other thing, you'll see a number of non-return gates on the system, just again to stop cows trying to come back up to the rotary. You see that from time to time, cows trying to walk back up the exit race and things. The non-return gates just does away with that.
Okay, and head locking barriers then for any treatments, is that right?
Yeah, head locking yokes is really, in my opinion, the best way for handling cows for on a rotary, and the reason why is whenever cows are getting used to a rotary, they don't know how to stand in like a herringbone crush because they're not going into a corner like that. So I know I've had customers who put in herringbone crushes before in rotaries, and they're very, very short lived to get them out and put in head locking yokes.
And a specialised hoof crate then over?
Yep, again, it's just all very user friendly. You can run the cows down the crush. You have a crush gate, or if you want, you can pull over another gate and make it into them to get the cows out as well. Then.
Right, and a single cow or a single raised end crush on the boundary wall then?
Yep, the whole length just allows you can take in a lot of cows and get them treated all in one go.
Yeah, and I see in the design and obviously a lot about Donovan's gates and the good position of squeeze gaps there as well. So plenty of ease of movement without having to open gates.
Yeah, very, very good. You can walk down the whole length of the building, without having to open a gate.
Yeah.
There's a lot of man-pass gates, and it's well let out and well thought out.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So Gary, you've say a cow collar in your hand there. So what kind of functionality has it for?
So our collar obviously goes around the neck of the cow. Our collar, never mind heat detection, it's health monitoring of the cow, so we can do heat detection, rumination, lying time, eating monitoring as well. So it's particularly good for obviously getting cows into calf, but also then if a cow is sick, it can also tell you the whereabouts of the cow, and if you have the GPS functionality, but also how the cow is actually feeling and what her eating pattern is like. Also good as well, if a cow is starting to maybe go into calf as well. I've seen people use them as well. If a cow is starting to calve down, that they have extra activity. So some farmers would rely on the activity side of it to alert them that they're starting to calve in.
And so is it based on motion, or is it based on rumination, or how is it?
It's based on motion, but as things have moved on, you know, the older pedometers would have been just on motion. There's electronics in here is watching how the cow is actually moving, the levels of her head, the changes in her behaviour and what way she's walking and things like that. So there's a lot more than just motion with them now.
Okay, and how compatible are they, say, with a grazing system in Ireland, say, as you have here?
Yeah, what's brilliant about them is we do have a grazing function with them. So just with Tom's buildings, is very centralised. We have a wireless antenna which is up in the meal bin, and it can scan a quarter of a mile in any direction. You can put beacons up, so we can put up 8 beacons, and when you do, after the first beacon, each beacon does 500 metres, so you can very quickly get into kilometres of ground covered with the beacon system, and all they need is power. They sync together wirelessly then.
Okay. And with a system like that, is it a one-off charge, or is there an annual charge to operate it?
Well, you buy the collar and you buy the controller, and that's it on the heat detection system or the rumination side of it. If you have the full herd management system and it's linked to the department, there is a charge, but that's more to do with maintenance with the department as such.
Okay. And what's the lifespan of the battery?
Batteries, depending on the what functionality you have on them, but general, what we would say is minimum seven years on the battery, and we actually warranty that for 5 years.
Okay. And can the battery be replaced, or is it?
No, they're a sealed unit, so
yes.
Batteries can't be replaced.
Yeah, very good. So this is the cubicle shed, the main cubicle shed to complement the milking parlours we were in. So how many cubicles are here?
There's 364 cubicles in this building alone. And as I said, the way Tom has it laid out, that we can split them into groups as well then, if he wants to.
Yes. And again, all head locking barriers.
Head locking barriers right down, cows with easy access and food, nice big wide feed passage as well.
Yeah, and rope scrapers.
Rope scrapers right round, as I said, you don't see too many dirty cows in here.
Do you like rope scrapers?
I think they're great as far as one, they're a lot faster than hydraulic for scraping manure. They can go more often, but they're friendlier on cows' hooves as well.
Yes, good. And so as we walk over here, the calving area is here. So it's very well located relative to the large cubicle shed. So
yeah, just everything about this farm is it's easy to use. You know, calving area, and then the next shed over is where the calves go after it. So it's very easy, and even to clean out after. You've got nice big wide doors here to get in to clean everything out.
yeah, very accessible.